Listen, people walking around here like God is dead. Like God is gone. Like God is non existent. What's really going on? I need to say this because when you speak about something and when you're sensitive and when you're intuitive and creative, you can hear the whispers. I've been hearing the whispers. I don't have anything against the LGBTQ community. Okay? I don't disrespect. I don't disregard. I'm not dishonoring them. But I have to speak the truth. And whatever spirit wants me to speak about the truth, I's gonna do it. Because that's my purpose. And I want to remain in alignment with my purpose and the covenant with God. Just because you're speaking the truth doesn't mean you hate a group of people. Because I've met some lovely, beautiful souls in that community. But what I will not condone or support is the agenda. And if you are spiritually awakened with the Spirit of God, you will see the enemy's agenda. How the enemy is using human beings to go against God's children. To have God's children rebel against their creator, their maker. And I'm telling you this right now. I'm keeping it real true. I'm going to be honest with you. That rainbow belongs to God. Okay? Let me say that again. That rainbow belongs to God. But the enemy knows how to distort, pervert, or invert the creations, if you know what I mean. It's good and evil everywhere in this world. And you have to be able to discern who are the workers of iniquity and who are the pure hearts. Now, I've seen some beautiful pure hearts in the LGBTQ community. And sometimes I wish I had a gay male best friend. Because they know how to take care of their lady friends. I've seen it, okay? Beautiful hearts. But when you are working with the enemy, and you're a worker of iniquity, and you support lawlessness, and you are really operating to kill, steal, and destroy God's children, then that's a problem. That's what I mean by many people are walking on this earth, walking around here as if God is dead. No fear of God, no reverence for the Most High, no respect for the Most High, no honor for the Most High. God ain't dead. God's not dead. And the reason why they walking around here as if God is dead, because the Spirit of God is not living on the inside of them. And a lot of people today still don't get that. Yeah, the Spirit of God is supposed to dwell on the inside of you. And when you're really in alignment with the Most High, because that obedience is about your alignment. And when you're really in alignment with the Most High, you'll listen. You'll surrender. You'll walk right. You'll talk right. You'll act right. You'll speak right. Because the Spirit of God rules supreme over your flesh, over your fleshly, funky desires that can lead you straight to hell. You know what I'm talking about. You're a grown adult. You know what I'm talking about. Those fleshly thoughts, those fleshly ways, that fleshly behavior can get you in a lot of trouble. And what Spirit had me speaking about was the sexual immorality, not just in the LGBTQ community, but also with misogyny, also with polygamy being led by lust, greed, gluttony, lovers of selves, seeking pleasures, hearts waxing cold, folks walking around here like God is dead. And then they want to tell you that the Bible's a lie and all types of truths up in there. Didn't the Most High say hearts will be waxing cold? Hard hearts, dark hearts, hearts in the dump. God bless their hearts. But they got to want it, right? Spirit said they got to want it. They got a desire for their heart to be cleansed and purified. They have the desire to be whole and healed and not walking in their trauma and not walking in other folks' karma and not walking in a disobedient, rebellious manner. I know some wild spirits, but you could be a wild spirit and still honor and revere your creator, your maker. That's lost in this nation, especially in this country, this divided states of America. It's a hot mess. It's destroying humanity. It's killing humanity. It's stealing from humanity. We don't have many voices speaking up about that. It's like they are the walking dead. And that's why they think God is dead. Because they dead on the inside. I'm praying for a revival. I'm praying for a renewal. I'm praying for a restoration. But that individual has to want it for themselves, have to desire it for themselves to be delivered, to be healed, to recover, to be well, to be better. We're supposed to be a reflection of the Most High on this earth. But some of us, let's tell the truth, didn't descend on this earth as a reflection of the Most High. That's the lie they've been telling you too. Many are called, few are chosen. And you better really listen to that statement, because it's few of us on this earth that are a pure reflection of the Most High. It's few. That's another truth that was told to us. Many are called, few are chosen, and few are choosing to walk like God, speak like God, be like God, if you know what I mean, in alignment, okay? We can never be Jesus. We can never be the creator, but we are created in their image. Because greater is the one that dwells in you, that resides in you. Greater is the one within you than the evil one in this world. Many are going to be even more deceived, even more deluded, even more confused, because they're going to fall for the rapture. They're going to fall for the lie. They're going to fall for that evil one, thinking that evil one is bringing them peace. And like I said, that rainbow belongs to God, because that's about an everlasting promise. It's about God's covenant between us and the Most High. Okay? That's about holiness and the glory of God. And it's been perverted. I'm sorry, it has. And it used to be where it didn't feel like that community was coming for the children, influencing the children. And I had to see, I don't want to talk about that, but I had to see that person who made that song Quiet on the Creek gaslight us about what that song mean. And if you have any type of discernment, any type of common sense, any type of Spirit of God living on the inside of you, that essence, that greatness, that goodness, you will detect lawlessness. You will detect godlessness. You will detect unholiness. Okay. I just had to speak briefly on that because folks walking around here, people walking around here like God is dead, and then be looking at us who speak out loud about Jesus, who speak out loud about the Creator. They be looking at us like we gone, like we weird. Well, we in the twilight zone, y'all. We are in the twilight zone. It's tough to witness. It is when you care because it's concerning. When you see people are just like gone, like Spirit said, they gone. They are. Like dark spirits are inhabiting people vessels right now. And they're not focusing on healing their inner demons, their inner hurt, their inner harm. And then walking around with this anger, this bitterness, this being envious and jealous and hateful and spiteful and vengeful. And you sit here and think God is dead because you ain't thinking straight. You ain't living straight. You ain't walking that straight and narrow. I'm not self-righteous. And I know I'm a work in progress forever. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is better than anyone. And nobody is beyond redemption. But at some point, you have to acknowledge the truth. But we're seeing a lot of arrogance and pride on this earth that's been activated. Where's the light? Why that? What the light means? Why isn't that activated? All this heaviness on the earth, all this hell on the earth. Because we have given so much of our energy, so much of our praise, so much of our worship to mankind, to celebrities, to politicians, to Hollywood, to the music, to the rappers, to the musicians. Putting all these human beings up on a pedestal. And who's supposed to be your leader? God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was Yah. Spirit hovering over it all, hovering in the darkness. What you talking about? God don't exist. God ain't in you. That's why you don't know God. That's why you don't feel God. You have to invite that spirit into your life. No, yeah. Y'all don't want to hear that though. Right? And I pity the fool that rejects the truth, that can't live in this moment, this high wicked time in spirit and truth, and rather continue to hide in the darkness, hide in the illusions, hide in the secrets, hide in the lies. No, we got to speak up. We got to start having these deep conversations so some of these destructive patterns can be broken. These generational curses, these poisonous bloodlines, and this Noah whale story, it's deep in darkness. I can't even tune into it all. I haven't really been tuning to it. Because Spirit has told me, I'm starting to see it too. The ripple effect that this is having. It's been happening, But the Caucasian, I'm just going to keep it real. And I know it's not all Caucasians. I know it's not all Europeans. But in this divided states, in this racist nation, oh, they are narcissistic, demonic. Okay? So they think they can get away with anything because they have a God complex. And we saw that earlier, even before we were born. A lot of us, before we were born, how they were operating on the land with them white sheets, okay? And burning crosses, and lynching, and raping, and killing, and stealing, destroying. Oh, they know how to come together. And darkness, everybody. Darkness. They'll stick together in darkness, everybody. Darkness. They'll get over in darkness, everybody. Darkness. What you talking about? I believe in pure divine justice. That's why I don't hem and haw and be upset when I don't see justice on this earth. You ain't gonna see too much justice on this earth. When you in a nation that's filled with so much hate, so much harm, so much hurt, so much trafficking, so much killing, stealing, and destroying. And then I'm seeing so many more of young black men and women just passing away, just dying tragically, just leaving the earth. And people want to keep turning a blind eye to that truth. It's reaping. And it's having, people don't understand, the ripple effect of you being good and kind, or the ripple effect of you being rude and wicked. Because we interconnected that way. If an individual do something and we are aware of what they have done, good or bad, it's going to affect us some type of way. If we are alive on the inside, if we carry the heart of God, if we telling ourselves the truth, if we're speaking the truth, if we are accepting the truth, you're going to be concerned. You're going to have some compassion. And I know Yeshua is encouraging me and reminding me about this detached compassion, because what's happening right now in the world is, oh, they want to program us and teach us and condition us even more to be wicked and evil like them, to be hateful just like them, to be lawless just like them, to be spiteful, vengeful just like them. No. Supposed to be sons of Yah, right? You're supposed to be children of the Most High, right? So why are we walking around here reflecting darkness, walking around here as if God is dead? What's really going on? Like I said, I don't support the enemy's agenda. This is God's land, and wherever you stay, that's God's house. Name it, claim it, believe it. Keep turning it over to the Most High. Y'all are going to start witnessing. I know a lot of people be thinking it's just, the demons and devils on this earth that's doing all this disturbance. But it's a divine disruption that's going on too. It is called correction. It's called balancing the scales. It's called getting that harmony back. It's called cleansing. Okay? And folks better learn how to repent. And look up the word repent. I ain't talking about from a religious nature. Atone. Make amends. And quit focusing on reparations from these folks who want to keep killing us. They ain't gonna give you nothing. Your treasures are stored up in the heavens, and the only way you're going to be able to reap it on this earth, you're going to have to reflect the Most High. And that's a word from the Most High. Well, y'all still asking about, where are my reparations? Sit down and shut up And while y'all still up here talking about the rapture, sit it down and shut up. Because those who endure to the end will be saved. But y'all don't want to hear that truth. And y'all don't want to believe that truth. So that means, you know what endure means? Long suffering. Okay? Meaning all this wild stuff that's happening on the earth, you better learn how to be aligned with the Most High. You better learn how to listen to the Most High. You better learn how to surrender to the Most High. And if you don't, I pity the fool. It's your choice. But to every choice, to every action, there's a consequence. You will reap what you sow. Eventually, it's going to boomerang right back to you. And what's going on right now is boomeranging and backfiring at a light warp speed. It's supposed to be helping you to get the lesson, okay? This is about your humility. This is about your dignity. This is about your integrity. And most definitely about your divinity. Who are you? Walking around here like God is dead. Wake up! Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. I know sometimes I just be want to sleep in the bed. I don't even want to go outside no more and deal with these folks. I'm going to say one more thing. Not too long ago, I had went to the Publix store, and Publix and Target used to be two of my havens that I used to like to go shop at, okay? But now, the boogeyman is there. Now darkness is covering it. Now the workers there ain't so happy-go-lucky, ain't so lovely, ain't so light. The energy is so low vibrational and so dark. As soon as I get into Publix, now I want to run out. What's going on? What's going on is corporations. Look at the beginning, the prefix of corporation, corpse, dead. Why you think they want slaves? Because they the walking dead. All these corporations. I work for one of the biggest corporations. Ooh, and what they doing right now? All I'm gonna say is a lot happening behind the scenes. And I can't be dependent on this justice on earth. I'm just gonna sit back and be patient about that pure divine justice from my maker, okay? I believe in my creator. The battle belongs to the Most High. And I hope this message encouraged you, edified you, enlightened you to the truth, because folks walking around here delusional, confusional, and deceptional. I know that ain't a word. But it's delusion, confusion, and deception all up in the mix. And that's why folks ain't balanced. Okay, start speaking more life over yourself. Start encouraging yourself. Stop looking to others. Okay, to build you up to where you belong. I say, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. Okay, repeat that mantra, but repeat that truth. Repeat it. Because a lot of things that you may hear me say, I repeat. But repetition is the key to remembering. And if spirit keeps having me to repeat it, that means you ain't getting it. That means you're not receiving it. That means you're not taking heed to the warning. I'm finna go. You disobedient, rebellious, stiff-necked people. Okay? Curses for disobedience and blessings for obedience. Okay, I'm gonna leave on a note. Spirit want me to leave on that note. And I catch you on the next go round. Love you. Peace.